All right, welcome everybody. Aesop Grimm here, and this is the continuation of our Subnautica Chronicle. And I need to confirm that we are recording. We are. Let me get my timer started. Okay, countdown timer 30 minutes, and it's ticking. Looks like we just got a radio message. Recalling from the last episode, we are in kind of a standby pattern right now. We're waiting for Sunbeam to show up.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now.
Oh, there we go.
A landing site for you that's, well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Okay, sounds good. What I want to do then is stock up on a little bit of water and food before I take off. Whatever's easiest to catch. I think I have a couple water bottles sitting in the storage locker over here. We're about to get off this rock.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Normally, do I role play it that way or not? I should. Okay, I'm going to leave all that. So I don't have any water. Alright, I need to make water then. Let me grab some salt. Where's the quickest way? Probably out here. Okay, the thing that I was waffling on there mentally, where you heard me thinking out loud, was whether or not I should take my precious metals with me. And if I'm role-playing it, if I was this guy, all that gold and silver that he found, yeah, I would haul that out there. You know, go back home and sell that stuff. I've been through one heck of an ordeal. I want to at least make... If I can become independently wealthy off this venture, that would be nice, you know? There, that should be maybe one more. One more salt. No, nothing there. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend forever looking for one more salt. Oh, look, here we go. Go back this way. And for our guy, he's got to be thinking, too, that... well, no, never mind. What I was thinking was incorrect. Oh, you know what? We need to go get Yoki's remains. We have the time. It's the right thing to do.
Oxygen.
Okay. Let's see, bleach. So our guy has checked everything except for Yoki to make sure no one's being left behind. Alright, drink of water, eat fish. Maybe bring one extra med kit. Store that. I don't think I need this or this. Everything else I should bring. Get over here. And grab that stuff. I think anything alien, I'll bring the extra battery. Oh, there's my water. Okay. And then that right there I think would sell really well. Or somebody, I'll get something for it. Recognition or something that maybe I could write a book about it, you know.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, Yoki, where are you at, bud? Seamoth. Okay, Keen needs to go to this color now. Aurora rendezvous point, I already know about now. Life pod 13, that's the one I'm looking for. Out here, 1,000 meters out, okay. Off we go. So I guess as far as our guy is concerned, all of his whatever bitterness or jaded, cynical thoughts that he had previously have kind of dissipated. It's not that he's got Altera to thank necessarily, but the system in place seems to work because the fact that that captain was searching and went ahead and went through certain protocol and went through is coming to not capture us, but rescue us. That's all stuff that's in place right now. That's like Merchant Marine, Navy. There's a whole code that if you don't follow these things and you're found responsible for ignoring it, that's like criminal negligence. And they will throw you in jail over, not responding and stuff like that. So the system that's in place seems to have worked, and he's about to get rescued. So he's pretty elated right now. This is the Mushroom Forest, but for our guy, he's just a tourist at this point in time. He's like, wow, no threats out here. This is just kind of pretty. All this alien life.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life. Picking up faint Altera vehicle signatures.
And we don't really care.
Integrating new PDA data.
Altera vehicle. Well, what do they mean by that? They don't mean like a sea moth or anything, do they? I'm sure they mean parts of the Aurora, or a life. I don't think they mean a life pod or a sea moth. Let's see, we gotta go this way. Let's see what Yoki had to say. Voice log. No, not this. Got everything? Yes, we did. Okay, data downloads. Aurora survivors. Here we go.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
Right, okay, so this guy's nervous.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
Man, I think that dude burned up in the atmosphere. That's a pretty rough way to go. Oh, I remember running into these things for the first time. Yeah, these bone sharks. They're kind of scary. Wow, he's fast. Oh. Another radio message. We're not going back, though. We've arrived at our location. But this right here, I remember seeing that for the first time. I'm like, what?
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
See, that's not comfortable at all. Obviously sentient, intelligent design present in this. Purpose. Don't know what the purpose is, but there's definitely purpose there. All right, so we got about 29 minutes before the Sunbeam arrives, and you've probably noticed time moves quick in this game, so this could probably best be thought of as a couple days of time remaining. So we have some exploring to do. What's this say? This device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there is a good chance it functions like a regular lock and only requires the correct kind of key, which we obviously have, and I hate to give it up, but it's more important to know what's going on with all this, because our rendezvous point is here. I mean, is this friend or foe, right? What's inside of this? I'm sure our guy would be nervous as heck, but there's no avoiding. If there's anybody in here, they're gonna really clearly see a spaceship landing.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Unprecedented integrity. So the strength of this metal is off the charts, indicating that they're far, far ahead of us technologically, or maybe even raw resource-wise. Okay. Place seems abandoned.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Pardon me for a second, guys. Mutant mic. Okay, back on mic. Just had to clear my throat.
The of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Okay. This green mineral substance has no entry on the periodic table and an unprecedented ability to store huge amounts of ionic energy within it. Likely grown artificially, cubic appearance suggests it has been cut from a larger deposit. Each cube contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Under the right conditions, the energy could be released in a controlled manner, likely used as batteries, but would require a substantial power source to be recharged. Assessment: valuable energy source. We're definitely taking that with us. We're absolutely independently wealthy if we can sell this, but this setup here, this makes me think of Indiana Jones, like the very first one where he's got the skull sitting on the pedestal. Not Temple of Doom. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, that thing didn't go down, so... Oh, there it goes. No booby traps. No booby traps, okay.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
All right.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Enforcement platform schematic. This data set appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. Wow. Okay, so it's indestructible, basically. Practically speaking, it is. Power. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. Okay. Layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where this schematic was found, and the control room, which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft or a separate underwater moon pool. Control. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Alien data terminal. Discovered inside an alien facility, it was not possible to translate any useful information. However, scans have returned some information on the device itself. It is likely a solid-state computer, although there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast, that's not good, by the device and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human. Assessment further research required. Aye. We have 22 minutes remaining. This is that elevator shaft. I remember the first time I looked at this, I was like, oh boy. And I guess I determined that because these were moving up, it would be safe to go ahead and take a leap of faith. Then I was nervous. Yeah. And then I realized we were in a controlled descent. Okay, this is the underwater moon pool thing. I know a lot of people, I've seen recently, a lot of people use this. They'll actually build a base out here, and they use this as the housing facility for their Cyclops. Alien rifle, strong resemblance to human weaponry and form. This device must have been designed with a humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens that built this structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they considered defending this facility a necessary precaution. There is no obvious way to remove the rifle from the case. Rightio. To me, this looks like a temple. Alien arch. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function, ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network. Assessment, further research required. Okay. There's another one of those ionic cubes that have 5 kilotons of TNT power stored within them. Got another purple key here. Plenty of time remaining. We're not pressed for time at the moment. We have plenty of time to keep our current pacing and do a thorough investigation, I guess. What's this guy? Alien device. Whoa. Settle down. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet. Wow. Along with most of the solar system. I mean, no kill like overkill, right? Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. So this thing could take down the entire planet and the solar system the planet is contained within. That is some high level, you know, if something goes wrong, we wipe all this out.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Things seems to be clear. Energy core. This device houses energy equivalent to a 100 megaton nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Power is routed via the attachment terminal, allowing for the device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range. That's how we ended up here, and that is, right now, a direct threat to the Sunbeam. Our problem is this interact button. This whole thing looks shady. And I've always kind of gone off the principle my dad taught me about. If somebody gives you a buy now proposition, buy now or never, take the never option. That's always somebody that's trying to hoodwink you into something. They're trying to pressure you. That's what this looks like here. This is an all or nothing proposition, in other words, and you have no time to really figure things out at 15 and a half minutes. but with the Sunbeam inbound, trying to save us, and they ain't gonna make it with this thing active, so gotta press it. That right there scared me, and then that scared me even more. And then I was like, oh man, that's it.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Man, what is it about quarantines right now? I'm recording this during the height of the coronavirus. I don't know if I can even say height.
Broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
There we go. Yeah, I don't even know if I can say the height of coronavirus, but like a good portion of the world is either forcefully quarantined or is self-quarantining right now. So that little message there speaks loudly at this time. Alien facility locations, intercepted background data regarding further alien facilities elsewhere on the planet. Disease research facility, depth is 800 meters, location cave system. You know what? We'll check this out another time. We gotta go. We gotta try and warn the Sunbeam. And I really don't know how I'm gonna do that.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
So we might be on our own little ticking time bomb. Man, I don't even know if we can expose ourselves safely to the Sunbeam crew. Dude, like the ethical thing, quite honestly, might be to try and flag them down. Maybe we can use our flares to warn them off and then just either off ourselves or try to find a solution right here on planet. I don't think that we can risk exposure to the Sunbeam. I've never thought about that. It's only because we're dealing with coronavirus right now that that's kind of a more natural thought for me right now, because that's what everybody's thinking about, right? How to self-contain, social distancing, all that stuff. You know, this is kind of prevalent in the global conscience at the moment.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What is that? Oh, we don't want to know. Oh my gosh. That's never happened to me before. Am I hurt? No. Now, I have seen those before. Some of this that you're hearing in my voice, you know, it sounds like I've seen this for the first time. I'm really kind of just role playing. I'm getting into the story, so to speak. But that thing where we just got like phase warped or whatever, that's never occurred to me. I don't know what that is. And I don't know what you are, but we will fight. We will fight. Where are you at? Is that it? I see glowy things. I don't know what's what. Okay, that's just fish. Okay, we're at 11 minutes. And I'm gonna kind of take a story departure here, because I kind of know what I need to do to go get some other resources that are on this island. And with 10.5 minutes left, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Oh man, that thing was sick. Did you see all the green dots on it? Oof. Oh, there's a timer. You must die. Okay. Did I get him? No. I don't have time to kill everything. All right, well, let's clear this guy out. Got him. Okay, we'll create a save point. Yeah, save it. Okay, and in the next episode, we'll go explore inside this cave. There's some minerals, metals that I can find, and like there's some diamonds in here and stuff like that. And we'll take care of that in the next episode, along with trying to warn the Sunbeam off. Unless we can find something in this cave that'll, I don't know, shut that thing down. But again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thanks for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you've seen so far, and I will see you in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.